Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel as we count down to this most festive and spooky Halloween season. Today I thought it would be really fun if we tried to do something a little festive and creative, and that is going to include possibly trying to make a spooky vampire castle as a tiny home. So we have a micro home, a tiny home, and a small home. I'm thinking we'll try to do this tiny home, which is a 64 tiles total, which, even that's too much. Good lord. Nope, not enough. This right here is 64 tiles, and we are going to see if we can build an entire castle for a vampire in this size so they can hopefully get all the perks. There's a bunch of perks that come with the tiny home residential lots. See, a tier 2 tiny home comes with a skill increase, extra comfort, lighten the load with the bills, and you get this like nice fine feeling moodlet. And what better way to challenge ourselves than a little spooky build challenge, which hopefully includes a beautiful castle at the end, but I'm not feeling very confident right now after seeing those 64 tiles. Because we're building a castle, I really think I want something that is like 2 tiers, and I'm kind of thinking we do something kind of sneaky and cheaty to accomplish this goal. Ooh, that's already 72 tiles. Okay, I think we need to build those a lot. I am already feeling like not confident at all, guys. I kind of think we're gonna have to cheat it by just moving the wall and placing it so it doesn't count it as any tiles, and then the lighting on the inside is probably gonna be like a little weird, but let's see if I can even make this work, because as of right now not feeling super confident. Let's see, how big is this box? All right, what if I take that and I move it? Can I put it up there? Oh, okay, wait, team, this could potentially work. I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, wait, back to the drawing board. Okay, I think I can work with this shape, but I'm not feeling the most confident, but I really wanted like a tower, and I've accomplished that, so we're gonna go from there. Full transparency, I have very, very little confidence, but I'm thinking that maybe if we use a lot of the life and death expansion pack, like wallpapers and things, it'll really kind of get it together, because I actually don't have that like castle kit thing, because literally when would I use it? Because I don't have that kit and I'm using the constraints of this tiny home, I'm gonna have to like singularly place these taller walls to kind of mimic that sort of castle-esque freaking wall trimmings. I don't know what you would call this, but like, you guys see the vision, right? Okay, well, maybe not like this, but what if we paint it really quick and like bam, vision come to life, sort of kind of. We're doing our best. Okay, that was the most tedious thing ever, but we are still in it to win it, and I added this like cone thing. Tell me this isn't looking like a castle. You might be right, but it certainly doesn't look like a house. I love the stone we chose. However, I want to change the color, because I'm definitely going for like dark and moody vampiric. Is that a word? But like the black is speaking to me much more, and I kind of want to do like a sexy, sultry vampire mini castle. And the way that sentence was so unbelievably sim-coded is not lost on me, guys. A fabulous thought just occurred to me. What if it's already medium wall height? We shouldn't. Guys, this might look truly really bad. Oh my god, why is oh you know what this might be speaking to me in a really, really weird way, so we're gonna roll with it. Definitely think we need to center it on the lot, and then maybe we could get like a really awesome freaking, I hate this glitch with the little like for rent thing. There we go. But a great big metal fence. Obviously we need to this is absolutely fabulous. Why do I not have a matching fence for that? Excuse you, vampire pack. Can we not play with me right now? Thanks, vampires. Oh, sorry, my bad. I was just, wait. I love this. A lot of life and death. This door, like, I think is really gonna kind of tie us together. We just need a good color. We do have the all black, but this, I like this red. This is so cartoonish, like, but I kind of like her. Let's see. We have other options. Oh, we do have this great big vampire door, but I really like this one. This one's giving castle in a way that I really like. And I definitely want to use some of these external arches. Oh, dang it. They're too freaking wide. I really want to create like a bell tower at the top of this. And I think we're going to need arches for that. And I just can't find, like, is that black or is that brown? Because I think it's brown in the swatch. It looks brown. And I don't want brown. But I like the arch itself. So what about this? That's dark brown too. Oh my goodness, people, give me something to work with. I've decided on the Space Game one because I like the little detail and I think it looks pretty fierce. Now, do we have a bell tower or a bell? I don't even know. I've never actually asked myself that question, but we're going to find out. I want to get a couple like smaller windows maybe so we can hopefully... Do we like the 3 or do we like the 2? I low-key think we like the 2. And then we're going to need some kind of, like, door. Oh, Lord, that is a big door. But I kind of like it. I kind of like Picasso. Maybe we'll do a smaller door, though. Like, kind of like that. Because this is on, like, the tallest wall height. And we can just... That kind of looks like a face, and I don't know how I feel about that. Kind of scary. I can't help but feel like the house is missing something. And I had a thought. Gargoyles. I don't know if this is the best idea, but I know it's not the worst idea. Like, I have never really gotten to use this. What if we shrink it? Like, we size it down like 1, and we do like just a couple on the front. I'm sorry. Rawr, because those... Wait, what are they? Are they werewolves? I've never really looked at them. They're werewolves. Team Jacob. I think it would also be fun to use this thing because I never get to use it. And it like blends so nicely. And I'm definitely thinking we do some kind of whimsical garden thing, if you will. Because why the heck not? Why the heck not? Kind of thinking we move on into some landscaping. And I know there's like quite a few... vampire landscaping things, but I almost think we should try debug as well. I don't often build in this particular world. Now, I do think this side of the build is, with lack of a better word, kind of fugly. And I think the only way to kind of combat that is maybe hiding it with like big trees. I don't hate this big tree, but I don't love her. What if I put it at the edge of the lot? I don't know. I'm trying to, like, make this specific style of landscape work, and I hate to tell you this. I fear I'm not doing, like, the world's best job, and I hope that you guys can forgive me. Just thinking, like, if we go about it very simplistically, it will be okay. Like, just kind of sizing down some of the basic things, and I also had a thought. What if we have a pond? What if we have a gross pond with some alligators? For those of you who don't know, I actually am quite bad at any sort of terrain manipulation. So we're going to see how this goes. I just want like a little pond. I can just tell you that this looks bad. Like I would bet my life that this looks bad. It was supposed to be like a kidney bean, and now it kind of looks like a mitten. So we're just going to fill it with water. Oh, maybe a little less water. And we're going to... Oh. I'm like trying to paint this and it's just not working. I don't know how to do this. I was really overly confident. I think maybe... Why does it look like that? Why does it look like that? You know what? That's not... It could be worse. It could be worse, team. We're just gonna make it work Because in actuality, once there's freaking alligators in the pond, for those of you who don't know, that's like a thing, you guys are gonna literally be obsessed. Let's go ahead and do some pond effects. Definitely need this, and maybe some lily pads, and bam. Oh, my alligator has a bad life. He's in a tiny terrarium. I'm not gonna lie, team, I think I hate the pond, but I love the idea of the alligator, although he might be mildly miserable in his very teeny tiny terrarium. I also need a door for over here. I use these big doors, but I think I'm gonna use these smaller doors because they make the most sense. And I need to get a couple more windows. Okay, I think this might look like kind of cringe, but I also just had this idea of like, what if we did something just to kind of like frame around the entryway, because we're not going to have grand stairs because we don't have enough tiles for that, team. The color on these ones from the base game just looks like very blah, specifically in this world, just super out of place. I don't really see anything else. I could just get this like random cow topiary. That speaks to me. I guess we could do... No. Nope, those are ugly. Against my better judgment, I'm going to put these in because I like the vibes, and I have to stop looking at them before I change my mind because I'm pretty sure they're really, really ugly. And we're going to put some more bushes in. Go team. Just need my little trash can in there, and we need a mailbox. I want to do this fancy one from Get Together because I like it, and for some reason, I almost feel like that mailbox makes all of this look mildly less bad. Or should we use this one? Wait. Low-key, why are we not using this one? So sorry. Goodbye. I just had, like, a mildly crazy idea. What if there's no stairs in the house? Because vampires just poof everywhere. They just kind of appear. Thoughts? I say that because, at this current moment, it doesn't appear that we are going to be able to put the stairs literally anywhere because the house is too small. I don't want to give up my tower. Oh my god. Are we really going to use ladders? Are we going to use ladders the whole time? I almost think the mystifying comment makes more sense, don't you? Like, no, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. No fucking way this house is not about to be functional. I really don't want to use a fucking ladder, so I'm wondering if I put them on medium wall height. Okay, if I do medium wall height, I can technically get the stairs in. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and do that. I think I like it better, but I can... I can't keep my door. Can I keep my door? I might keep my door. I don't know. I haven't decided. Undecided. We're going to ignore how bad the floor plan is, but I think I can even make this house 2 bedrooms. We're gonna see. I don't know. Okay, team, but what if we used the black marble from the Get Famous pack? I can honestly tell you I haven't used her too often, and then we could do this. Wait, I have a vision. The vision's coming to life. We just really need to get lights. I kind of forgot about that part. That is my bad, team. I'm basically having a fever dream right now, but like, okay. And I have the tendency to like take the whole like solid color thing a little too far, but I kind of like this. And for those of you who are unaware, I don't know if you've been like living under a rock or something, the windows look bad inside. We're not gonna talk about it, but there is a fabulous counter that comes with the vampire pack. Beautiful. What if we do okay, but none of these are speaking to me. What if we do the life and death ones then? Because those are some good... Oh, these match really well. They're like kind of giving like sleek and sexy, which is, I guess, what we're going for. I don't know, guys. Okay, I'm adding countertops with like bar area, but in reality, I'm not going to put bar stools because that, I mean, I don't even know why I'm like breaking my back trying to put in a kitchen. For those of you who don't know, vampires drink plasma. They don't eat food. But, you know, I just want this house to be functional, even though it's kind of a feverish nightmare. I think I'm going to delete this window and just get more cabinets because that's kind of what I like instead. And one thing I want to do in my Sims is just do things that I like. Big problem is trying to fit any kind of living space in this room, but I'm like kind of locked into this idea that we have a 2-bedroom tiny home, and I'm sort of thinking, what if we took advantage of the Secret Sanctuary kit? Oh, okay, this is stunning. It doesn't fit. I think we're gonna need, I don't know, an exorcism. I don't know. I'm struggling. Okay, wait. I'm kind of thinking this teeny tiny love seat from the paranormal stuff pack could just work and make this function. And then what if, stay with me team, stay with me. What if we lock in with a Secret Sanctuary fireplace that's like almost really cute, and it is functional. I can tell you right now by looking at it, it's functional, but can we take it a step further and get like the tiniest coffee table? Like, I'm gonna have to bring a sim here to like playtest this, but I think this could just be literally perfect. What if we add in like just like the littlest detail with this fun wallpaper from the Fairy expansion pack? I kind of likes. I like the little pink, like a little dot of them. Love it. And then we need the perfect rug. Now this rug, I can already tell you, is going to be a great size. The question is, does it have a good vibe? It's a really good size. I think I like it. And you know what we need is an indoor trash can. And I just thought that. I did remember my outside trash can though, so we're kind of slaying like that. Let's go ahead and just do like something like that. And I just realized that we don't have a kitchen sink. Why is it important to have a kitchen sink? It's not. I love a little alt place of the bookshelf. And bam, the pink, guys, the pink always speaks to me. And I even think we should maybe change out this rug for something different. What if, just a thought, $1 million idea, if you will. What if we did something really sultry from the Love Struck pack? How does that size down? That is not bad. However, is it weird? Do I care? I kind of like the sultry kind of red tones in that. And then maybe let's get a cool light from the Life and Death expansion pack. There's like some really cool ones that I never get to use, like this thing. Or actually, this is what's really speaking to me, and I bet we could get that in like a gold. A gold always speaks to me, guys. All right, next I'm thinking we just hop into the bathroom, which is going to be fairly easy. The vampire stuff pack actually does come with a bathroom set. I kind of like this. I just don't like the tile. Let's do the matching tile that came with the high school years expansion. Ooh, we could even do like one of the pretty patterns that it does. This is nice, and I don't always do that. Hold on, and then we just need like that. I like that. I know it's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but we're gonna roll with it. It even has a toilet, like, okay, slide, and oh, of course we need like a fancy. I'm just gonna do the matching set, I think. Oh, and towels. Wait, that's cute. Okay, and like we don't need a tub war in the actual bathroom, like, if you ask me. I like that. I think it looks good. I want to move in here in our second bedroom that I was just absolutely determined to have, because look at the little bassinet. This will never not be like just so stinking cute to me, and I am obsessed with her. I think we can use the same vampires wallpaper, but I'm also thinking we maybe do like a wood floor. I think that's better. I also need to fix these. They're clipping is no bueno. There we go. Much better. I don't think I've ever used this rug from the Vampire Stuff Pack, like at least in the swatch. And I kind of like the purple. And of course we need a bat Blarfy. One of my favorite Blarfies in the whole game. So stinking cute. I know these might be dramatic, but I kind of like these like wall window coverings from Life and Death. I fear they are speaking to me, and in a pretty good way. Oh, they just make the room. It just feels like so much character. Who am I? Definitely think we need to utilize some of this stuff from the, what is that kit called? Goodness gracious. You guys know what I'm talking about. The little, like, Storybook nursery kit. That's what I'm talking about. This stuff is so stinking cute. It's some of my favorite kit stuff we've ever gotten. Now for the upstairs. Listen, there's really not going to be a whole ton of stuff that I feel like we need to use. I am kind of liking the dramatics of this. It doesn't look great sized up though, so unfortunately I think we're going to just call it, but I kind of want something very dramatic, if you couldn't imagine. And what if we just do like the coffin in the very middle of the room, because we are that girl. I apologize for thinking I wanted to use anything else. This is so fun. I do think we need a nice rug. I don't know what rug that might be. Ooh, speaking to me, I also kind of think, like, what if we did the marble upstairs, because I wanted to do something else, but I kind of like that. And then for those of you who don't know, there's wallpaper that comes in this, and I fear it eats. Oh yeah, that's pretty. It's got like that nice kind of shine to it when you move your camera around. I'm into that. I think that's really super cute, really super pretty. I am gonna move this window down just a tad because I had taller wall height earlier. This door also makes no sense, and I just now realized that, so maybe we could get another one of these windows over here, and that would be good. And like, we probably need to go ahead and get a railing. That would really help. And I think I have a life and death railing, so yeah, that looks good. And let's go ahead and get a matching column. Just kind of tie everything together like that. Yeah, that feels beautiful. Now we need to utilize our balcony space, which I think is going to start with a chess table. For some reason, I feel like vampires really like chess. If you don't know why I think vampires like chess, you got to learn. You got to educate yourself. Apparently, Vladdy Daddy I imagine he likes to go ahead and host. Something about the table with the umbrella really just makes me giggle, so I think we're going to do that. And I want to get a couple more skill building items just in case someone who decided to play in this house like wanted to maybe also like do the alchemy skill, do a couple planter boxes like that. Added a few last minute details, and then I had this idea because I really want to put one of these silly little pipe organs in. What if the pipe organ is in the bell tower, and the only way you can get to it is if you can like poof up here, and then you can play the pipe organ all the way at the top. Very melodramatic. I love this little boat right here, and I think we have done it, my friends. This is an overtly expensive, probably far too many packs to justify, 64 by 64 tiny home vampire castle with 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and it took me a way longer time than I should have. It has a pet alligator who is maybe not the happiest, but we will probably feed him our enemies frequently. And there's lots of places to sit, a lot of outdoor living, if you will. And there's lots of skill building items. You can cook, because vampires, they don't eat food, so they could be chefs, I guess. I don't know. And they can play chess, work on their logic skill. They can paint, work from home if they wanted. I think the highlight of this build is definitely this like little living room area with a little bit more red, very sultry. I kind of like the pink. It's very like Valentine Draculaura-esque. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. If not, that's awkward. Then we have our kitchen with no clutter, because Sims can't cook on counters that have clutter. So there's only one option, so I couldn't put clutter on it. My bad. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a little thumbs up. I love a fun little build challenge, and I hope that you guys would like to stick around. So if you would like, make sure you subscribe to my channel. You know I love when you do that. Happy Halloween, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.